Get strong.
Welcome to Homestead-Miami Speedway as we get ready for round number 6 of this Great Lakes Sim Racing Black Horizon Truck Series season. I am the captain, Chris Scalaz. We welcome you in. And for those picking on me for the intro, look, I came up with the idea about 15 minutes ago. It took me 25 minutes to execute it. So do the math. You'll figure it out. It was a last-minute idea, so I tried it out. I'll do better for the second race. How's that? But anyways, we welcome you into Homestead-Miami Speedway. This race, of course, ran last Wednesday, and, well, because I could barely talk, Well, I held off, and here we are tonight, or this afternoon, putting the broadcast on for the race. So may the force be with you, and let's get ready to do some racing. Let's go ahead and cut down to the track because of my idea. I decided to waste some time, and now we've got to kind of pick up the pace a little bit. So, yeah. Anyways, hope you're doing well on a Wednesday evening. We get ready for two races coming up here. Of course, the first being the Sith Talk 180, and that, of course, presented by, well, Sith Talk, which is, of course, a podcast that is focused on, in case you haven't figured it out yet, Star Wars. Hence the scroll at the beginning. So we look at the starting lineup or the finish of the race. I think that is the starting lineup, actually, for the race. Zach Allman on the pole as he will start next to Justin Laxton. Brian Sutphin, William Calhoun, they will take road number 2. Row 3, you'll see Caden Atkins and Cody Beatty. Of course, row number 4, that is where you see Robert Johnson and the Dean Machine, Christopher Dean. Great effort there for Robert on his starting spot in this race. Waiting on some of the cars to show up here to the track, and I will go down on the track. Jason Dalton, Anthony Marshall in row number 11, or row number 6. I can't count. Noah Mayari, Travis Icovanci, row 7. Sam Barnes, Alan Best, row 8. Row 9, Dane Bruce and Justin Bondurant. Row number 10, Cody Harris Beckman, Matthew Telder. Row 11, Jason Clark and Tyler Brewer. There's the cars. They're on track now. Looky there. As I mentioned, Brewer and Clark there, road number 11. I bet today that Clark actually tells somebody to, off. Mark Chandler, Lucas Strayer, row number 12. Row 13, Ben Pierce and Drift. And then I wasn't in the race, but Robert Lukens will start 27th, and Robert Lukens will start 28th on the field as the cars will roll off for one pace lap as soon as everybody does grid. Hopefully everybody's paints are loaded. If not, you can actually go to Trading Paints right now and load your paint back up, and I promise you it should update on the screen, actually, as the race is being called live. So we should go rolling here momentarily and get going for 120 laps and 180 miles around the Homestead-Miami Speedway as, yeah, right? But definitely going to be a great race. I have a feeling. How do I know? I just know. Trust me. But I will do everything I can not to spoil things. As you know, if you've seen me do these rebroadcasts, I do it just like it's live. Yes, I do know events that happened in the race, but I'm not going to tell you, and I'm not going to lead you to them. I'm just going to call the race like it is and go on from there. But coming up tonight, 9 o'clock, we'll have the Sith Talk Grand Prix from Canadian Tire Motorsports Park as we will go up to Canada for the start there of that race. But the outside pole sitter, I noticed, did not grid there, so that'll move Calhoun up to the second position. So Justin Laxton will fall to the back as these trucks roll away for the one pace lap. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. If you're somebody who races in this, the Great Lakes Sim Racing, and you decided you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'm going to send Colton Zimmer to you, first off. And number 2, I might come chase you myself. We will talk to some of the drivers that were in that race if they show up. And maybe talk to the top 3 if we can when it is all said and done this evening. That is the iRacing Ghost 4X pace car, as I've titled it. It'll hang a left here and be in the hands of Zach Allman and William Calhoun. That'll lead them to the green flag. It's race number 6 of the Black Horizon Truck Series from Homestead. Here we go. Bottom of the track, Allman going to take the lead really quickly as Calhoun, Sutphin going to take third as they work their way down the back straightaway. And as per usual, I mentioned we do have Track Cam 4 Gourmets here with us this evening, and we'll have them throughout the night. Big thanks to them, and go to Track Cam's, I can't even get the website right, but you can go to trackcam22.com. to access that website as Allman comes off turn 4 and leads lap number 1. The 42 car of Tanner Long started in the pits, so did Justin Laxton. That's why you see them way back. Actually, Tanner Long, I believe, had issues on the start, but Laxton did start in the pits. Meanwhile, Allman trying to break the draft of his former teammate, William, a.k.a. Keith, a.k.a. Jeffrey, a.k.a. David, a.k.a. Cody Calhoun. In the second spot there, Caden Atkins going to go for third on the inside of the 26 of Brian Sutphin. Cody Beatty there on his outside. Robert Johnson there in the 20 car. Good start for him in this race. He's had his struggles so far this season, but here he is running in the 6th position right now. .65% fuel, 3 sets of tires in the pits. Now, for those wanting to know what I actually was doing in this race, nobody really knows this answer other than one person, and that would be Sam Barnes. I was actually spotting for Sam and for Travis and the guys in the race. Helping Sam out a little bit. The lead staying pretty tight right now. Drift throwing out spoilers already for everybody who wants to know. As Calhoun has gone to the lead, of course, Allman, Atkins, Sutphin, Beatty, and Maori right now your top 6. That's 3 cars from the PPM team. In the top 10 down here is Jason Dalton, the Bristol Asphalt winner, going for the lead underneath, or going for the 7th position underneath of Robert Johnson. He's got the Dean machine there behind him. Also Sean Peachin in that number 21 truck. And Sean going to shoot it 3 wide on the Dean machine. Oh, little hip check almost there. Biggest mover so far in this race. We got to look at Drift. Started back in the 26th position up to the 19th spot. He's up there running the Larson line right now. That top group as he works his way outside. 31 of Anthony Marshall. And the Mike Skinner throw back there. He'll make the pass, it looks like. And we are 6 laps in already. Something tells me you're going to get more there, Johnson. Up here as we talked about that battle for 7th with Sean Peachin, that Palms Casino Resort. Number 21, that Chevrolet Silverado, the Ford F-150 of the Dean machine there on the inside. Dean trying to slide up there and shut the door. Peachin with a crossover move there. Calhoun holding on to about a 3/10 of a second lead right now over Zach Allman. Ryan Sutphin, as I mentioned, Caden Atkins, Cody Beatty, still your top 5. Beatty with a good run so far. Hang on, Clark, you want me to put the audio on when you say what you said? These guys battle out. Here comes Evans. Talladega winner, Dane Cruz also coming into the picture. Cruz the winner at Atlanta, which is a very similar style track to this. So many different routes you can run at this track. Surprisingly, I've actually seen trucks running down on that white line, which usually you don't see at Homestead. in on the outside. Going to get back past the 46 here. But some great racing so far. Come on, I'm not doing that. Have the great people at Black Horizon Brewery just outside Chicago watching right now, I believe, in their brewery. So for those watching up there, hopefully you're doing great, and we appreciate you watching. I would tell you to hit the subscribe button, but it's kind of hard to do that when it's on one computer or whatever, streaming everything to you. So, I mean, if you want to all grab your cell phones and stream it and make my numbers look like they're real, but they're not, you can do that and hit the subscribe button. Evans hits the wall just a little bit. Jason Dalton up 7 spots already as he's going to get around the 2 of Caden Atkins and see if he slides up there. And he does take that spot away, so move him up to the 4th spot after starting 11th. The Dalton truck looking pretty solid there as Atkins crosses him back. So great battling here going on. Calhoun still with a 2/10 of a second lead over Allman. They got about a second on Brian Sutphin. Laps in here. Sean Peachin in the stream, who I recently found out is a big AEW fan, which is awesome wrestling. Not what it stands for, but I'm just saying. Coming from a guy who grew up with old school stuff. Migrating up to the high side now as the tires are wearing out. You see Dean working the bottom there. Rolls up on the back of Noah Maori, the only winner in this track's history in the Great Lakes Sim Racing Series. Maori won Season 1, driving Alan Best's number 52 truck, believe it or not, to the victory that season. As you see all the way at the top of the screen up there, Zach Allman has gone back to the front. There you see that, and you see right here 3 wide with Sean Peachin. Look back to that real quick. Wow, I just caught that out of the corner of my eye. Oh, wow, I thought there was going to be contact there. Caden Atkins put that thing, I don't know if there was room there. Crosses over, is going to make the move there. I was trying to show you, Zach Allman got my Calhoun. Unfortunately, I didn't have my events reset already, or else I could go back and show you the replay of what happened. Allman back to the lead as the battle still carries on back here with Dalton and Caden Atkins. So I do want to give a shout out to the viewers tonight because we have exactly 420 less viewers than the eNASCAR International race right now. So thank you. They have 429. We have progress here. Progress. As Dane Cruz looks to the bottom of Cody Beatty there, he'll take the spot. But Beatty's starting to kind of fall a little bit back to the 9th spot. Might have put some wear on those tires. The Alabama driver kind of having some struggles right now early in this race. Might be saving it a little bit. As I mentioned, you got 3 sets of tires to get you through this race. Keeping an eye, this battle is fun right here. Dalton and Peachin racing the lead. Just showing you the multi-group of Homestead-Miami Speedway. Now you got Dean coming back into the picture, and then, of course, Dane Cruz. And, I mean, these guys just don't want to get away from each other here. This is the best battle easily on the track as I watch Almonds pulled away to about a 7/10 of a second lead over Calhoun, who's actually starting to fall back into the clutches, I believe, of Sutphin. He sure has. You got those two guys battling it out, and then you got the four guys here with Cody Beatty just kind of trailing off that a little bit. Now with the 65% fuel, these guys able to go about 30 to 34 or so laps in this run. So we should see pit stops, I would say, in the next 10 laps or less. That white line, that's how you know you got a really good setup in that truck. When you're able to wrap that white line like that, that's this late into a run. Great job by Sean to make that pass. You see Evans, he's gone by Beatty for the 10th spot. Back here, Travis Ikavachi, the Hubats truck, on the move. Against the 31. Travis up, well, 0 positions. I thought he had gained some spots, but he hasn't. So there's Zach Alma as he comes up on the back bumper of Tanner Long. Going to put him a lap down. Now remember, in this league, they do have a rule that if a caution does not come out anytime before halfway, which in this case would be lap number 60, 38 laps from now, there will be a competition caution that will bring the field back together. So we'll have to see if that works out the way it does. As Justin Bondurant to pit road. First pit stop already kind of early, lap 22. In the Monster Energy Silverado to pit road. So the 11 in, it should be 4 tires and fuel, I would believe here. Sure is, right side's going on. Four tires, fuel, and he'll pull away 15.5. Robert Johnson, as I mentioned, the Till Valhalla project. I'm trying to read it upside down. And the dream number 8 there of Noah Miari, and then you got the Union 52. The truck that Noah drove to victory right there behind him. That's got to be kind of awkward. Fantastic racing here at Homestead-Miami Speedway, hence why it hosted NASCAR finales all the way up until last season. Now earlier I was talking about how good Jason Dalton was looking. He's kind of falling back now to the 8th position. Might have put a little beating on those right front tire. And it's falling back just a little bit in that number 4 truck. Caden Atkins trying to hold off the Dean machine back here in the 4th position. Caden in the 2, Dean in the Black Horizon number 48. Of course, there's been a lot of movement in the point standings. I don't have I wasn't able to get, to at least look for, the points for this race specifically. The points are updated on the website right now going into the next race. So because I didn't show the points here for this race and purposely didn't. So, but I do know for sure Caden Atkins honestly in the playoffs right now. We're 5 races away going into this race. And of course tonight when Canadian Tire goes green, we'll be 4 races out from the playoffs, and already with, 4 drivers locked in. It's kind of going off the top of my head without showing it on the screen. Fantastic stuff here at Homestead-Miami Speedway, a track that was built back in 1995 after Hurricane Andrew came through. And if those don't know the dates, if you live in Florida, there's a few dates you know. There's, of course, your birthday. There's your loved one's birthday, if you have one. Your family's birthday. And when Hurricane Andrew hit. There's almost not a Florida person that was born down in that area. Noah Miari's going to be the first on pit road here. Matthew Teller also coming in. If you are from Florida and you lived there during Hurricane Andrew, you know the exact date that's going to hit. And I'm waiting for somebody to see if somebody says something in the post that they know the date. But basically, Hurricane Andrew hit, destroyed the whole entire area of Homestead and the Miami area. And this was a factory at the time, and they built this track. Of course, it was a rectangular track, kind of like Indianapolis. It was a small Indianapolis, basically a mile and a half. And then they flattened it out and made it a regular oval at all of 6 degrees of banking. As more pit stops, Marshall, Pierce, and Laxton coming in. And then they decided to put the banking progressively back in 2003 and repave it. Laxton was going to be outside pole sitter. Unfortunately started on pit road. Must have missed the start as Allman comes to pit road. The first of the leaders in, and Sutton will inherit the lead. 45 mile an hour speed limit. They don't have to enter off turn 3. They can actually come off turn 4, but they do have to enter the track off of turn 2 after their pit stop. The Interstate Batteries, number 18 in. Right side tires going on. Left side's on. And he will pull away as Brian Sutphin comes to pit road. Good stop, 15-4. Now, for those who don't know the answer to the Andrew question, August 24th, 1992. The day that Hurricane Andrew hit Florida. I was a 6-year-old at that point. And remember my mom, I went to bed and my mom told me that by the time I wake up, there could be a hurricane here. I woke up the next morning. It was windy a little bit. It was sunny. And I asked Mom, where'd the storm go? And she said it turned and hit Miami. I was like, oh, I actually had no school that day and it was sunny. Calhoun, Cruz, Peach, and Dalton Johnson, Ike Cavacci all on pit road here. This hands the lead to the Dean machine. There he is out there getting passed by a couple of trucks on fresher tires, but all these trucks coming in. You see the top 4 positions there. I'm going to try to fix that before the Canadian Tire race. So the Dean machine coming to pit road now. You see Alan Best back there also. Oh, we got trouble over in turn 4. The 67, Chandler and Clark have gone around, and this is where Clark drops an infamous message that I will not play on the air. But he basically used a foxtrot word, and yeah, he wasn't happy. Caution's out for the first time. At lap number 34, caution for the first time. And the good news, I do have it set up so I can actually go back and show the replay. That brings out the caution here. As they come out of turn 3 and 4, the 67 Chandler just gets loose right there. Total accident parch, and then bam, 69 gets doored hard into the wall. And I think, if I remember correctly, at this point, Chandler was on newer tires, so I think that's why he might have gotten loose right there in the mid-corner, because it's really easy to do on newer tires. With that, of course, going to bring the caution out. Jason Clark stops by and asks if Chandler has any Grey Poupon. And there you see Dean on pit road during the stop. During the caution here, him and Alan Best are going to get out of pit road, but Allman's going to go by, so Allman will take the lead. So he just drove it harder out of the corner then, obviously, and that's what spun him out. Got it. It's not just a diss track, Dean. It's everywhere. Anywhere you get on new tires, especially on a big oval, it will be very slick. You got to treat them like road course tires almost. All right, so first caution of the night is going to be out. As I look through the field here, it appears that the first truck, a lap down, will be Tyler Brewer in the 40, I believe. So it appears that the Busch Ford F-150 is going to be the hosted hopping Lapped Cars Matter car. You get the lucky dog. So anybody else coming to pit road? Let's see Tanner Long coming to pit road along with Sam Barnes. So good run there. What, 33 laps on the well, in fairness too, Jason, I know it's a crappy deal and that kind of thing's going to happen, but I could almost speak for everybody in chat right now that says we've had that happen to us. We've either spun out, we've either been spun out. I mean, it's easier said than done to sit there and roll easily around the track and save those tires, because you want to get everything you can right away to get the track position. So I'm not backing him up, but yeah, I understand what happened there, and it stinks. So Dean did beat Allman off of pit road. If I had a way to edit it with a beat button, I totally would play it over the air. So again, this is the Sith Talk 180 here at Homestead-Miami Speedway. If you don't know what Sith Talk is, it's a podcast on ClashingSabers.net hosted by the Lord of Lords, Zach Christman, and GLSR's very own Sammy B. Sith Talk, of course, takes a little closer to the dark side of things, digging into the good, the bad, the ugly of the Star Wars galaxy. You could slide up to the bar and grab a snort of spatcha or a cup of port in a storm, because things are lively on level 1313. Every other Friday, you can find the podcast under Clashing Sabers. All right, pace car lights are going to be off. Barney Fife Jr. up there with the flag in his hand, as we'll go green next time by. 12 viewers watching, so appreciate all that, guys. I'm sure it's all the drivers watching. If you're not a driver, shoot a message onto chat real quick so I could say what's up. Appreciate everybody joining us, though. Of course, all the drivers that are talking about the events of this race. Of course, it happened last Wednesday. I will say, for those, the maybe one of you that are curious how I'm feeling, I'm feeling better each day. And my mouth is about, I would say, 95% now. I mean, there's still a little soreness down in my molars in the bottom from the impacted teeth I had. Otherwise, I am good to go. I'm eating solid foods now, and the only thing I haven't had a chance to do is have any of the Bill Elliott moonshine that I had bought this past weekend from the Dawsonville Museum. It's still sitting in the freezer. And oh, by the way, you noticed that the caution lights came back on. Some idiot up in the admin booth who was spotting for somebody decided to try to type a message to be funny and accidentally brought the caution back out. I won't mention any names. So that's why we got an extra lap of caution there. Make sure you set your fantasy lineups as we get ready for the race here just a little bit. Practice coming up in 40 minutes. I will actually, between races tonight, put my lineup together, and I'm actually going to do my own, like, on the fly while the broadcast is going on, fantasy video to go over who I'm picking and who I think is going to be good to go tonight. Go green with 82 laps to go, with Dean leading this thing. And shall we, let's do a little turn it up here on Captain TV. If you're watching the race right now, crank your speakers up and let's make your neighbors mad or something. There you go. Now, normally I would actually fast forward that kind of thing, but I want this to be as real as possible of a broadcast when it comes to that. So I feel like if I fast forward through it, it's kind of like those broadcasts that are shortened that are like, we now move ahead on your coverage, whatever type of thing. Brian Sutphin rides in the 4th position there. The guy up in 6th. How about the one that stole some track position right here? Justin Bondurant came to pit road, as I mentioned, back in lap number 22. And, well, he stole track position away on that pit stop. And here he is up in the 6th spot right now. Calhoun's going to go by, take that spot away. Bondurant on a little bit older tires right here by about 5 or 6 laps on the field here. That's why he's falling back just a little bit. He's got Noah Mayari coming up there behind him. But Zach Allman leading right now over the Dean Machine, Caden Atkins, Dane Cruz, Brian Sutphin. Now your top 5. Let's look back here. Cody Beatty and Lucas Strayer battling for position. It's okay, I've been called worse. Hello, Davey. Good to see you, buddy. Fighting throughout the field. Let's go back here with Matthew Telder, Travis Ikabachi, Sam Barnes is in the picture here with Anthony Marshall. All for the 16th, 17th, 18th position. Telder up there in that blue and silver, number 12. It's a really cool looking silver. And he has no right side door. Thankfully, Telder's wearing clothes. There's Justin Laxton coming up back through the field as he works the inside of Cody Beatty for the 13th position, or make that 12th position here. Laxton's going to take it away. David, it's because this race, I broadcast them live, but this series actually last Wednesday was racing when I just got my wisdom teeth pulled out. Basically, I wasn't able to broadcast the race live, so I told him I still would get the broadcast on. So I'm doing the broadcast now live. I'm here with you live right now, but the race itself was ran last Wednesday. But yeah, they're going to be racing here after this at Canadian Tire. So yes, the magic of broadcasting right here. As a matter of fact, I don't do this normally, but I will do this for everybody really quickly. Give me 1 second here. It's going to take a minute to do this. There you go. This is me calling a race right now for you. I'm giving you a split second to this, and I'm getting off, so this ain't about me. Hello. Hi, everybody. I'm calling a race right now live from the Georgia Bulldog shirt. You see it. Yep, right here. Live and in person. From the broadcast booth. Here I are. Anyways. Dane Cruz, Caden Atkins here for the 3rd position. Dane up 13 positions from 17th. These are teammates right here going after each other. EPM has definitely shown their strong suit card this season. Oh, come on now, Johnson. You don't want to see my face. Come on. I appreciate that, though, but now, this ain't about me, man. It's about you guys. As this fight continues up here now, the 9th position, Laxton. You got Strayer, you got Baby, you got Jason Dalton, who's falling all the way back here. We like bald broadcasters. Does that mean you like Larry McReynolds? I'm not sure where Chris Evans is going, but did Evans spill a drink or something back there? He just shot to the inside of the track like there was nothing going on. I can't think of any other bald broadcasters right now. I actually do have a tie. move up here to the 5th position, make that the 6th spot right there. Sean Peach and underneath Noah Mayari for the spot. And we'll take that away. As we got some pit stops happening. Robert Johnson and Alan Best on pit road, lap 53. And this is the start of green flag pit stops right here, just shy of the halfway point. Tyler Brewer also on pit road. He got the Hosted Hopping Lapped Cars Matter car award as they keep track of points there to see who's going to win a prize at the end of the season for getting the lucky dogs the most. And that could be the case, actually. Get a little bit of smoke off pit road there. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Davey, were you the gentleman that joined us, was it Monday night for the dirt race? I believe it was. Or maybe it was the TI truck race. I'm trying to remember. Sorry, all my days have come together this week so far because of work and stuff. You see Dalton moving up to the 10th position inside of Lucas Strayer. Lucas in the old Ditech.com truck, which actually used to be a sponsor of Kyle Busch. Back in the day when he raced at Hendrick Motorsports, and I believe it was on his debut car when he drove for Nimco Motorsports at Charlotte Motor Speedway back in 05. Or was it 04? I can't remember the exact year. Okay. There's your leader, Zach Allman, as he comes up on the back of the 40 truck of Tyler Brewer as he tries to hold off the Dean machine, who's holding some pretty good pace right now with the 18 as we're 3 laps away from the halfway point in this Sith Talk 180 at the Homestead-Miami Speedway. It is race number 6 of the Black Horizon Truck Series. Oh, I got you. Okay. I've seen your name before. That's why I'm like. He ran away. And Strayer trying to work the inside of Jason Dalton, or the other way around, is Evans trying to work the inside of Strayer. Let me get this right. The reason why I asked you is because there was a guy named Hendricks who apparently raced. I'm trying to remember the gentleman at Hickory. That brought him along to watch the broadcast or something like that. I can't remember who the guy was though. Oh, it was Ryan Whitaker is who it was in the TI truck race. That's what it was. He said there was a guy named Hendricks he brought over to watch on the stream. Oh, okay. I likely wrecked a lot. Watch Brian Sutphin as he goes inside Noah Mayari there for the position. Let's see if he slides up in front. He does. Yeah, I think you were a Cup guy, were you not? Field spreading out just a little bit here as we are about 20 laps into a run here. Had a few trucks coming to pit road early, but wait for the rest of the field to come to pit road and likely split this race into 2. As back here, up here, I should say, the battle for the lead is on. Dean working the outside on Allman. And Dean decides to attack his Walmart internet and lose reception there for a second, but looks like he's going to hold off to the lead while we got Cody Beatty, Ben Pierce, and Drift on pit road right now. And lap 61. Gets a little tight off the bottom there, and that gives Dean the lead. So Christopher Dean going to take the lead on lap number 62. As I mentioned, some pit stops going on here. Justin Laxton coming to pit road. There's Beatty leaving pit road with Pierce and Drift. All their pit stops down there at the bottom of the screen. As I mentioned, Laxton on pit road now. Is a little bit of smoke over the trucks taking off. Christopher Dean blaming his cell phone Wi-Fi, which people don't know, it's still the old brick phone, the Zach Morris phone, as we like to call it. And Laxton pulls away. Peachin continuing his march up through the field here. Started back in the 10th position and works the inside of Caden Atkins. Now, as I said, I'm not going to set things up, but I do want to throw one thing out as we get to the lap 70 mark here of this race. We're at lap 65 right now. Remember earlier, I just want you guys to think about this for a second. Naomi Ari's on pit road right now. I want you to remember who I said I'm spotting for in this race and who I'm helping. Just think about that for a second, who I said. Sean Peachin coming in. Go. Right side tires going on to 21. There they go. 4 tires and fuel, and pulls away. Now, of course, these guys are going to be practicing here in about 23 minutes or so for their race at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. I'm going to try to get this done beforehand. Obviously, I ran a little over trying to do the whole Star Wars fun there, so my apologies for that. But broadcast will still finish up. We'll have time to hang out before we get the race going on from CTMP or Mo Sport or Moss Sport or whatever the sport you call it. As Allman comes off pit road, also Sutphin, Cruz, Dalton, Evans, Strayer. All now on pit road here. Dane Cruz, 4 tires and fuel. He pulls away 14.5. Good stop for him. The KJD2 cars. Now here come the leaders. Very similar paint trucks, but 2 different sponsors. One with Sith Talk, the other one with Black Horizon Brewery. Oh, trouble over the inside there off turn 4. Chris Evans goes around. No caution yet, and you know how I know that is because, well, the pace car lights are off right here on the right. Evans gets away, but Evans goes for a little do-si-do off of turn number 2, or turn 4, sorry. No caution yet. We'll keep it going just for the sake of the broadcast on it. Travis Icavacci now leads. Sam Barnes up to second as Robert Lukens comes to pit road in a 33 truck. Oh, look out! Cody Harris-Beckman about Matt Kenseth off turn 4. Here comes Icavacci to pit road. That'll hand the lead over here to Sam Barnes now in the 22 truck. And it should cycle back around to Zach Allman. And Justin Laxton now up to the second position here. In this race in trouble off turn 4. Somebody over there spinning. It's the 26 of Brian Sutphin. And that brings out the caution. Second caution of the race is out. Trying to find the spin with Sutphin here. I'll show a quick replay here so that we can get to so Sutphin has Chris Evans there behind him. Oh, and Sutphin gets loose. Not sure if Evans finished him off there, but definitely gets loose in at 26, spins it off turn 4. And right there, Johnson going by, sparks to caution. And look how this cycles out now for everybody is now Sam Barnes is the only truck that has not come to pit road in this strategy. So Zach Allman, though, here he comes off turn 3 and 4, and it's going to put a couple trucks a lap down here. So the second caution here of this race. Pit road going to be open, and Barnes is going to come to pit road. And let's see what the leaders do here. Allman's going to stay out. Justin Laxton stays out. Most of these guys look like going to stay out on these tires. Justin Bondurant about got in a fight with the pit road wall. It looked like back there. So I look at the numbers here, and it looks like if I'm seeing this correctly, maybe Robert Lukens, yep, going to be the hosted hopping lap cars matter car on lap number 72's caution. So the Craftsman number 33 will get back on the lead lap here. He's running in the 21st position right now. We'll step away for a quick second. We'll come back and we will go racing for the next, what, 45 laps? I can't do math right now. But anyways, you're watching the Great Lakes Sim Racing Truck Series on Captain TV. As we come back and they come to the green flag here, lap number 75, back to racing in the Sith Talk 180 from Homestead-Miami Speedway after the second caution. It is Zach Allman leading, Dane Cruz, Justin Laxton, Noah Maori, and Christopher Dean, your top five. As Caden trying to work his way up through the field here, sixth position. Inside of Maori, there you got Sean Peach in there behind him. Looking three wide potentially here is Caden trying to get the bottom on Dean. And look up here at the front, the teammate to Zach Allman, Dane Cruz, going to go to the outside for the lead. Dane, a winner from Atlanta Motor Speedway earlier this season. Ooh, Dean shuts the door back there on Maori. Allman clears. Cruz does not let him lead that lap. I was wondering if teammates are trying to work with each other a little bit there. Not so much. I think Allman's trying to work the draft on both straightaways here on both trucks. As you see Laxton, that Reaper speed lap is number 53, try to launch it down to the inside. Top seven trucks up here in the draft, working together with each other. Oh, contact, and Maori goes around. Trying to get to Noah. There he is. As Noah spins off turn two, no caution. After contact with Laxton. Real quickly, we'll show the Maori crash. It looks like both of them just come together, actually. It looks like Laxton comes up and Maori comes down and they meet in the middle. And Maori pays for it, hits the outside wall. As I mentioned, no caution as we stay green, 40 to go. All right, apparently my stream crashed for a second there. Sorry about that. That's weird. But anyways, what you just missed was a caution, unfortunately. That includes Justin Bondurant. Hey, it's Goodwill Internet in my house, okay? Let's get that thing right. Let's go back and see here the wreck that we just showed. Laxton battling with Calhoun down the front straightaway, and contact with him sends them spinning, and Calhoun up the track, clobbered by Telder and one other truck. And caution now out for the third time. Yeah, we do Goodwill around here. Come on. So third caution lap, number 83. I think Jason Dalton was that other truck involved, by the way. Or actually, it might have been Chris Evans. No, it wasn't Evans. Who was it? Oh, it was. But anyways, caution out for the third time. So we'll see if we get some pit stops here as we have just less than 40 laps to go, and this opens up the fuel window. I don't know what the deal is here. I'll have to check out my stream in between races here. This is interesting. It's in the red over here on my OBS. I wonder if it's because it's a replayed race. So, got a lot of trucks on pit road here, and we'll see who gets the Hosted Hopping Lap Cars Matter car. It is going to be the 98 of Chris Evans. Well, we got a minute. We'll let's take a look at the schedule coming up, of course, for the season. As you see, next week it will be Canadian Tire Motorsports Park, and also the following week we'll go to Richmond Raceway. As you'll see, there will be 3 races left after the finish of tonight's race here at Homestead-Miami Speedway. So I think we are in the what do they call it, the later innings of the season here on Captain TV and for the Black Horizon Truck Series. As the pace car rolls off, and we're going to go back racing at lap number 86 as Zach Allman leads them. The 46 of Dane Cruz running second. Caden Atkins, Christopher Dean, Justin Laxton, now your top 5. That was not Jason Dalton in that wreck. Jason, as Cody Beatty slams the wall off turn 4. Dalton actually up in the 8th position right now. Actually going to take 7th after Beatty getting fight on the inside 1. There's your top 5 single file through 1 and 2. And look up here at Robert Johnson running in the 8th position at Valhalla Project number 20. Fighting for his best finish of the season. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. To common sense. You might have noticed, yes, I did fast forward while I had the schedule up on the screen. It's called TV tricks, people. Huh? I even did it during the commercial and you didn't even notice. I figured I'd share that with you so you could figure it out. Dane Cruz looking to the inside. About 30 laps to go. Next time by as they're leaning on each other. These 2 teammates from the PPM team. Oh, Zach got a little loose on that seam. Had to go catch it. And that brings Dean up into the picture here for second. Cody Beatty and Drift on pit road right now. Unscheduled pit stop for those guys, I believe. As look at Robert Johnson working the bottom lane on the inside of Justin Laxton, who's got that damage on the 53 and takes that spot away. So less than 30 laps to go. Did something happen on my stream again? Okay. I know, oopsies. I'll say it because my phone just for some reason went to the another stream. Rewind back here with Alan Best in the 11th position, looking inside of the Lucas Dreyer, Justin Bondurant pairing here. Ryan Sutphin there also after his little spin earlier in this race. Oh, net code. Bondurant into the wall hard and Sutphin into the wall. And that brings caution out for the 4th time. See what transpires here with some big time net code is what I noticed. Yeah, they were nowhere near each other. Oh, okay. I did not realize that, Drift. Thank you. Sutphin into the wall hard. Now, I'm not sure what I'm going to look into that after the race. It might be because of this replay. Because I know the replay takes up a large amount of stuff. So 26 laps to go. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on, guys, and I'm sorry to see that. Hopefully, I don't think it's going to do that during the race. Wow, really? We're going to do that to me now? So we'll see if the leaders come to pit road, and they will. What will likely be the final round of pit stops right here. Everybody coming in. And it looks like maybe Cody Beatty getting the Hosted Hopping Lapped Cars Matter car and raced off pit road. I think Allman. It was Allman, barely. But a couple trucks staying out here. Robert Lucan staying out. So is Cody Harris Beckman. And it looks like all those trucks are going to come to pit road, and that'll hand the lead back to Zach Allman as it'll cycle back around here under caution. So for those who are going to go in and run practice, I'm going to keep the stream going here, obviously, and going to I will finish up the stream, and obviously it'll be here for you after the race for you to watch the rest of the race, so on and so forth. I'm not sure, Davey, this is actually something I subscribe to, the whole graphics set. So I know it looks like I did it and stuff, but no, it's actually a subscription. I don't know if it's that. I don't know if it's the fact that the replay is a very, 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 very large amount of RAM. We'll have to see when the real race comes up, because 9 times out of 10, I do not have issues during a broadcast during a race live. So I wonder if it's a replay thing. So Drift's going to take the wave around here, and he'll get back on the lead lap himself after the pit stop. Right now he's acting like he's pushing the pace car. As you know, in iRacing, you can't. But basically, when this race is over, for those who are not running in the race, basically I will finish up the race. I might bring up some I'll bring in the drivers who ran that race, and we'll talk to them, because they should be in Discord by the time this race is over with running practice. I can bring them over, we'll talk to them, and kind of go back and review the race for a second. And then we'll go get ready for the race at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. It should be about a, I don't know, 20, 25-minute break or something from the broadcast between the two. So you have enough time to go get a drink and walk the dog if you need to or whatever before the live broadcast starts of the Sith Talk Grand Prix. 56 laps tonight. Competition caution at lap 26. I know the guys have been running a lot of laps around that track. But here we go. iRacing Ghost 4X turning off as Zach Allman going to lead him to the green flag. You know what? Let's do one more turn it up for everybody getting ready to go run some laps. Zach Allman running the fastest lap of the race, just now 33.57. You see the battle for third. Sean Peachin and Caden Atkins back there. Should mention there was a penalty for Dane Cruz. I believe, if I remember correctly, it was passing going into pit road or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was, but he had to make an unscheduled pit stop, and he is on the tail end of the lead lap right now in the 21st position. So tough break there for one of the stronger cars in the field tonight. Big shout out to Track Cam Ford Gourmet. Of course, they are the cameras that have supported Captain TV now for the last couple months. You see them here at Homestead-Miami Speedway, giving you the closest thing you will get to real life broadcasting here, and like it's a race on actual TV. And a shout out to them for putting the cameras together for us. You can go to trackcams22.com. Of course, they even throw some drone cameras in here for us, like you're seeing right now. I see Dalton and Laxton battle out for the 5th position there. Laxton, Maori, how about Robert Johnson? Still there in the 8th position with Chris Evans, 9th, Ben Pierce. Great run for the hosted hopping 65 up to the 10th position. Dalton looked low, Caden with a low protection line there. Again, coming up at about 10 till 9 or so, we will have the broadcast of the Sith Talk Grand Prix live from Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. You're talking about, oh gosh. I can't remember the first name off the top of my head. It's easily the best battle on the track right now. 4 trucks under a blanket, 5th through 8th. Robert Johnson trying to get up here also. Again, big shout out to those if you're watching tonight on the stream over at William Martin. Yep, thank you. Over at, of course, the Black Horizon Brewery up there in Illinois, sponsor of the Black Horizon Truck Series. As Akabachi getting out of shape back there on the front straightaway. 13 laps to go. A beer for me, please. I'm still taking antibiotics and stuff, so I can't drink anything. Couple of other guys we really haven't mentioned names of tonight. Cody Harris Beckman up here, the Misfit number 77 truck up to 14th. Tanner Long running 15th right now, back on the lead lap. Remember, he was a lap down really early in this race. Has come back and is running pretty well right now. There's your leader, Zach Allman, unfortunately waiting and waiting and waiting for that first win of the campaign. He's watched all the guys around him put together wins on the season, but Zach unable to do so far. Dane Cruz with a win, Jason Dalton with a win, Caden Atkins, Chris Evans, William Calhoun, all these guys with wins on the season, but one guy, obviously, who you would expect to have a victory by now is Zach Allman, and what's interesting is he did this last season also. Took him till late in the season. Actually, I think it was during the playoffs to get his first win. So Zach, who definitely pulled off some wins early in the career, has had his struggles, but in fairness, the talent level of this series has grown tremendously in the last 2 seasons. I mean, we had Ricky Springer, of course, in the season last year, or last season, I should say, and you know, he of course dominated and won the championship. Of course, J.W. Miller, who's not here this season, he's won plenty of races in the series. So there's so many great drivers that are not here or have come in and has made this field a really tough one. Zach trying to hold off Christopher Dean. Dean, you might remember the Talladega race that opened up this league's opening race. I all of a sudden can't talk. Was leading the last lap and got passed by Chris Evans, and it took him 2 full seasons almost to actually get his one and only win of his career in this series. So it just shows you how tough it is to put a full race together and win this thing. The season has grown, the league has grown tremendously in 4 seasons, as you see Johnson making a pass on Caden Atkins for the 7th spot to see if Atkins can carry the high side. He will not. Johnson slides up. Dalton and Mayari, these two seem to have been together all night here, battling it out. Laps to go. Battle here for the 7th position as Laxton and Johnson has both gotten past Atkins, and Laxton trying to work his way around Robert Johnson here as we come to 5 laps to go. As Zach Allman out to about a 7/10 of a second lead. Hit. Sorry about that, guys. I do want to remind you, though, if you haven't had a chance to, check out GreatLakesSimRacing.com, which is the website for the league. You got the fantasy, of course, home, where you can go check out the fantasy league and be a part of a chance to win butt kicker prizes. That is a really cool deal to check out there, so make sure you go get a part of that. I know I've actually qualified myself 3 times already for a butt kicker prize, so definitely looking forward to that. As 4 laps to go, as I mentioned, as they come off of turn number 2. As they battle it out here for the 7th position. Allman crosses the line, 3 laps to go. finish this off, he'll need 83 laps. Over 2/3 of this race, 2 to go. So we'll be seeing the white flag next time by. As white flag is out, final lap from Homestead. What has been a dominant effort from Zach Allman. He's going to continue a streak. And as I think about it off the top of my head, he is going to be the only driver that has a chance to even pull this streak off right now, as he will have a win in all 4 seasons of the Great Lakes Sim Racing Truck Series, as Zach Allman wins the Sith Talk 180 for his 8th career win in the Black Horizon Truck Series. Christopher Dean going to get second. Sean Peachin, I believe that's a career best 3rd place finish for him. Jason Dalton 4th. Noah Miari with a top 5. But Zach Allman, one of the I think he is the only driver, as I think about this off the top of my head here, that has won a race in all 4 of the seasons of the Great Lakes Truck Series. Like I said, I'll get down here and I'll see who wants to talk. Or as Travis Icavacci finishes it off right there. Good burnout, I would say. As we take a look at the finishing order from the Sith Talk 180 here at Homestead. Zach Allman coming home with the win. The Dean Machine finishing 2nd. Sean Peachin 3rd. Jason Dalton, Noah Miari, your top 5. Robert Johnson, a career best 6th place finish for him. Justin Laxton 7th. Caden Atkins 8th. Ben Pierce, Alan Best, your top 10. Robert Lukens, Chris Evans, Cody Beatty 13th. Cody Harris Beckman 14th. Drift 15th. Tanner Long 16th. Sam Barnes going to get 17th. Lucas Strayer finishing in the 18th position. Dane Cruz a disappointing 19th. And William Calhoun 20th. 21st, Anthony Marshall. 22nd, Travis Icavacci. 23rd, Tyler Brewer. 24th, Brian Sutphin. 25th, Justin Bondurant. 26th, Matthew Telder. 27th, Jason Clark. And 28th going to be Mark Chandler. So, all right, so I believe they're over in Discord right now. So I'm going to take a minute here. I'm going to yank him out of practice here. He probably didn't know I'm going to do this to him, but I'm going to go get Zach Allman and bring him over here into the booth. And we're going to talk to the driver that won his 8th career race last week at the Homestead-Miami Speedway. As I bring him up here to me. Hello, Zach. Live as we are wrapping up the Homestead race here on Captain TV. Wanted to bring you over real quickly and talk to you about the race last week from everything you can remember. Dominating, 83 laps led, and you were able to get your 8th career win, and what I believe is has made you the only driver in series history that has a win in all 4 seasons. That's if Zach's even here. Maybe Zach hasn't heard me. It's because I'm pressing the button. Zach, you got me? I was hoping to talk to him. Let's see. I'll try one more time to make sure this thing is working for me. I just remember I ran a race last night, so I got to remember I got to push the button. Zach, you got a copy?
Oh, yeah.
There we are. I was talking to you, but I forgot that I had my button pushed right now. I got to go back to the voice activation. But you win this race here last week at Homestead. It was your 8th career win, your 1st of the season. And I believe you are now the only driver in series history with a win in all 4 seasons.
Well, that's always a good stat to have.
I just came off the top of my head. I'm like, man, I'm thinking about this through. I'm like, the only driver I can think of would be Calhoun, maybe, but he didn't win season 3, I think.
I don't think. I'm
So
trying to think. I don't think he did.
yeah,
Now that
so I think that's your stat there to yourself. Congratulations on that, and
thank you.
83 laps led, man. Talk about that race and what you remember from it, and how good that 18 truck was.
Well, I remember qualifying. The truck was fast, but I remember at the start, I think Keith got past me for a bit, but over the course of the run, I think we just saved better by running the bottom because he was running the top. So I was like, if I just keep consistent down here, I'll eventually pass him, and did happen. But the thing I think that really I could have done, or I wish would have gone better, is the cautions that were like I exactly after pit cycles, because I feel like that's when I could have stretched my lead out more, is if we had less cautions.
Well, there wasn't many cautions, obviously, when it was over, but
Yeah.
it seemed like the timing of each one happened to be at the right or wrong time and that kind of matter. But you know what, you and Dean seemed like you had kind of almost even trucks at times, and he was able to kind of shadow you a little bit. You guys fought a little bit at the beginning of the race. Your teammate Dane was up there with you for a little bit. It
Yeah.
just seemed like it was kind of harder until the tires wore out to get a stretched out lead.
Oh yeah. It felt like whoever I was racing, every time like I was racing someone, our trucks always seemed even. I'm
Hmm.
not sure if that's just the package or the track. I'm not sure, but like every time I tried to pass someone, it always felt like our trucks were even.
Right.
But yeah, the it probably doesn't say Twin Cities Aviation on the truck, but those guys, that truck was just super fast.
Now you definitely got interstate batteries on there, but yeah, Twin Cities
Yeah.
Aviation, as you mentioned, you were flying around there when it was all over with.
Yeah.
But I wanted to bring you up here real quickly and talk to you I know you're getting ready for CTMP here in a few minutes, so we'll let you get to
Uh,
that. But congratulations on the win, man, and yeah, if you want to throw a shout out, you can real quick. If not, otherwise, we'll
well,
let you go practice.
I guess I can give a shout out to Dane. He seemed faster than me. It's just the cards seemed to roll my way with him getting the penalty. I, it kind of sucks that happened to him, but I think he would have beat me overall if like he didn't get that penalty. But also I want to thank Dream Clothing for sponsoring PPM all, and just everybody that runs the league.
Absolutely, man. Well, go enjoy your practice here, get some laps, and we'll talk later. So that is a nice job, man. Go enjoy your laps. I keep forgetting to push
Thank
the
you.
button.
Thank you.
Thanks, bud. Send him down to the PPM channel, and I do see second place Sean Peachins here real quickly, so I'm gonna drag him in real quick and talk to him. Sean, you got a copy there, bud?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you, buddy. Hey, third place run last week there at Homestead-Miami Speedway. Congratulations on that. What can you talk about in the race that you can remember? Because you definitely had a truck that could compete there. It seemed like for the win as you fought your way up through the field.
Yeah, we definitely had we had, I think in the middle stage of the race, we had the fastest truck on the racetrack, and a lot of it come down to following Chris's line early in the race when we were battling. So that was really nice to pick up his lane and then use it. And then, yeah, there at the end, we just burned up our tires too much trying to catch them early.
What was the what all did you need basically to compete with those guys up there? Because it seemed like you were fighting for about third to 10th maybe throughout the night in that range.
Yeah, I definitely needed long runs, so the truck was really good in traffic. I think that, and on the tires, I was able to take care of the tires on a long run, which was really good. So when a lot of guys started kind of falling off with their tires, is right when I was coming in. And unfortunately, because the way that the last part of the race unfolded, we had that we didn't have a long run necessarily to the end, so I wasn't able to get in. I wasn't able to get there. Because I burned up my stuff too early, so I just didn't have the time.
Well, you did a great job. Last Wednesday night? Hopefully, a little birdie has actually told me that you might be the one to beat tonight. Actually, at this, so not to put any pressure on you here tonight, but something tells me you're looking pretty good on the road course.
Yeah, we're really fast here. We've unloaded pretty well. Put a lot of work in on practice to try and get the line. And yeah, I don't know what it is, but we've got something here, and I think we've got a real shot. But obviously there's a lot of really good drivers in the series, so we'll just do the best we can to stay out of trouble, and hopefully we can go a couple places better tonight.
There you go, man. I'm looking forward to seeing you perform tonight, because I know you deserve a win. It's well overdue. Obviously, you've had your struggles, and we hope to see you up there tonight.
Really appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely, bud. Well, good luck there.
Much. See you around.
So Sean Peachin joining us after a third place finish at Homestead. I don't see the Dean machine here, I don't think. Yeah, so if I get a chance to, I'll talk to Dean before the Canadian Tire race. But as you see, I got practice up right now. I'm actually going to shut this part of the stream down and open up the other part of the stream, as we got cars going off at Moss Corner, to get ready for the other broadcast. And that'll go up in about 20 minutes or so. I'm going to put that stream up. I just wanted to figure, while I was talking to the guys, go ahead and throw a little bit of practice up for you. A little bonus coverage from Mo Sport as they're out there on track right now. So appreciate everybody watching. We're going to step away for a few minutes here. Go get yourself something to drink or whatever, relax, and we'll come back in just a little bit with the Sith Talk Grand Prix. It's race number 7 of the Black Horizon Truck Series here on Captain T.